All right, we get to the Nigerian Exchange, which is hosting a roundtable conference of chief executives of market participating institutions, listed companies, and others on July the 7th. The annual forum, which will be attended by top government officials such as the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, as well as that of Trade, Industry and Investment, will focus on the latest issues in the market and the economy. Let's get some perspectives on what to expect at the CEO Roundtable. We turn to Jude Chiemeka, who is the divisional head in charge of capital markets at the NGX. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. So, what initiatives has the NGX embarked on to further enable a thriving capital market in this region?
Thank you, and good evening. Thanks for having us. The NGX, as you know, is a leading sustainable stock exchange in Africa, and we have really been doing quite a lot in terms of capacity building, just helping to develop the market and deepen the market offerings around product development. And so if you look at the sustainable finance, we've done quite a lot in that space, just training corporates, just trying to help them to issue more green bonds. We're seeing a lot of issuances around the green bonds. We're also huge in terms of Islamic finance, just trying to help as well, working with international partners to deepen the market, especially around local knowledge around this instrument. The exchange, as you know, is a platform that brings together investors as well as issuers in terms of companies that are requiring capital. So it's in our interest to ensure that the platform itself is able to aggregate both the issuers, and at the same time, products are created to be able to allow investors to participate. So in that regard, we've really been working around increasing retail investor participation, leveraging on technology to increase retail investor participation in our markets. And also in the area of digital offering, we had the first digital offering last year that saw 150,000 new investors coming to the market, just leveraging on technology, ensuring an end-to-end integration, payments, acceptance of the offer, and at the same time being able to be allotted the shares in a seamless manner. In the past, that sort of activity used to take months to complete, but this particular one was completed in a matter of weeks, offering better insight into the participation of the investors in terms of the gender and the demographic participation of investors. We're also very huge, even in the area of advocacy, and that advocacy piece as a thought leader is what led us to organize the first capital market conference, which brought again industry stakeholders just to talk around the issues affecting the market and how the market itself can be deepened and provide more opportunities for users of capital as well as investors in the market space. And in that regard, we're organizing this CEO event. This CEO Roundtable event is one of those initiatives that the exchange is also working on to just bring in all the key stakeholders to talk around the issues affecting the markets and provide a viable solution to creating an ecosystem that will allow the access for capital users to be able to raise capital in a seamless manner from the capital markets.
Great stuff. Can you let us in on what to expect from the CEO Roundtable next week?
Well, like you said initially, this particular event will be headlined by the Honorable Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, as well as the Minister of Finance and the DG of SEC will also be in attendance. And the idea really is to bring in industry experts to talk around key issues affecting the market, especially in the area of concern for would be issuers in terms of what the criteria will be for entering the market, around all the pre and post listing requirements, the governance related issues, the sort of reporting format. But more importantly, for those market participants, like the companies that are already listed, in terms of the key issues affecting them and as well as capital formation on the capital market. And the idea really is to talk around some of the challenges that we're seeing in the ecosystem and the reforms that are required to ensure that capital raise is done in a seamless manner, like we have seen in other jurisdictions. I mean, traditionally, the exchange itself have rules, and some of these rules, at the time they were conceived, even around the whole capital market rules, as novel as they were, some of those rules may have to change in order to accommodate the changing times and investor appetite, especially around the sort of products that investors will be interested in and the manner in which the companies that are looking to access capital will be able to access capital. The Nigerian exchange is a multi-asset exchange, and so we offer the opportunity for issuers to raise capital, not just utilizing the equity route, but also fixed income exchange traded products. And we just recently launched our exchange derivatives traded instruments, which we launched sometime in April. And that offers the completeness to the market in terms of being able to have a risk management tool to moderate sort of sharp volatilities that our market is known for.
All right, got a couple minutes to go here. What about technology? It's been major discourse for a lot of firms in this space. What's the NGX doing to attract tech firms in the digital space?
Yes, we've been very active in this space. Last year, we organized a conference that brought together tech companies just to talk around the issues affecting them and how they can raise capital. But more importantly, even the way the evaluations are recorded and the sort of rules governing the exchange at this particular time. And so the exchange is working with regulators, both from the NGX regulation company as well as the SEC, to create a board, like a platform that will allow these tech companies to list in a seamless manner. And at the same time, we're huge on investor education, just trying to educate the investors around the valuation of these companies and how they can participate. So it's an area that we're really interested in, and we'll certainly continue to work to ensure that all the capital raise that is being done outside of this exchange is democratized in such a way that the ordinary man on the street will be able to benefit from the growth of these high-tech companies.
Excellent stuff. Jude Chiemeka, Divisional Head in charge of Capital Markets, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.